What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So it's been a minute since I made a video. I took some courses, did some cool things that I've always wanted to take, do. So it's been a little minute since I recorded a video, so I got to record two videos today, one for masculine energy and one for daily vibration. So if you guys want to check out daily vibration, it'll be in the description box down below. You should be able to just click on it now because now that I've reached over 1,000 subscribers over there, you should be able just to click on it and it'll take you right over there so you guys can watch it. It's going to be like the first link in the description box, but I talk about some cool self-improvement stuff over there. So in this video, I had a student reach out to me and he said basically, why does she keep jerking me around? Right? I don't want to read the whole thing. You guys don't have time for that. So basically what ended up happening was this girl broke up with this guy, right? And it's been about, I think like 5-6 weeks since they broke up, but she keeps messaging him. She keeps going on and on and on about, so she's like, I want to break up with you. I feel this way. I need space. But then she reaches out to the guy like over and over and over again. So here's what happens normally when two people end up, getting out of a relationship. When she breaks up with you here's what normally happens when she breaks up with you, right? So just before, there's been a period of time where she was losing attraction or lost attraction, right? So she got to the point mentally where she was like, okay, you know what? This isn't working out for me. And usually it takes a few weeks, maybe a month or two. It depends. It really depends. But guys usually see it way too late. They see it when it's already been going on for that amount of time, because most guys get completely, blindsided by it. She keeps messaging him, right? She keeps, saying, hey, how you doing? What you been up to? So this comes from a complete lack of self-esteem and boundaries. And I'll tell you why. So when a girl breaks up with you fellas, and you're just kind of going with the motions, you have no thoughts or say about the matter, or you feel like you have no control, which you don't really, but you're never going to stand up for yourself. You're never going to say what you really want, right? So here's what most guys do after a breakup. She says, hey, I want to break up with you. He's like, well, I don't really want to, and then some guys beg and plead, but some guys try to get her to see logic. We've been together for X amount of years. Don't throw this away. Right? They throw logic at her. I can't believe you can just throw it away and, act emotional. That's what most guys do. So how do you take control and how do you make this work in your favor? When she breaks up with you, give her the breakup. Okay? And say, you know what? That's actually a fantastic idea. Give her the breakup and say, look, you know what? You're right. Go ahead. Take your space. Right? Say this in the best you way possible. Don't say it how I say it, because how I say things is going to be way different than how you say things. This happened in the past with some students. They literally said exactly what I said verbatim, and I was like, no, make it sound like you, right? So say that in the most positive spin way that you can, as if it doesn't even faze you. Then what you say is, let me know if you change your mind. If I'm single, we can work on it again. And you stick to that. That is you putting your flag on the ground and saying, drawing the line in the sand, however you want to spin it, and saying, this is what I want. You can say, look, I want to work things out. I see us together. I see us working on things. But obviously you don't see the same thing I see. So give her the breakup. And what she's going to do is at first she's going to call your bluff and she's going to go, yeah, all right, cool. Right? Because she does feel like she wants to separate from you. Then, as some time goes by, as you stick to your guns and you stay strong, she is going to begin thinking. Now, this isn't a guaranteed thing, just like no human behavior thing is. However, this is what I always did. And the students that come to me right after the breakup happens and they get this advice right away, like I always tell them, because they always ask me, what are the odds? What are the chances, right? I said, right now, you're acting the strongest you can, so stick to it. Stick to your guns, stick to the process, because all this is just a process, right? And I always tell them, look, you're in a win-win situation regardless. Either she's going to call you and she's going to come back, or she's going to find another guy and whatever, and you're going to find a better girl, because now you're going to know what you're looking for. Because when students come into my program, I get them to focus extremely hard on their energy. I get them to focus on what they really want out of life. Whether students follow it or not is up to them, but that's what I get them to do. And then as soon as you start putting those thoughts out there and like what you want from a woman, instead of just going out with every girl you see, you're like, does her looks match her personality? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So what you guys just need to do is be as strong as you can after the breakup, which is of course like hard. I get that, I get it's hard because you're emotionally weak right now. However, if you do this, you're going to have the best shot of getting her back, and you're going to have the best shot of being able to position yourself in the correct way, so she can see, okay, this guy is actually the strong man that he was before when we first met. So, and if you go into and watch some of my older videos, you'll see why women usually break up with guys. It's usually because of a couple of things. Negativity, and too much negativity is usually caused by complacency or insecurity, okay? So when you see those things in yourself, you have to kill that shit. Get rid of it, right? Now, it's not that I necessarily want you guys to go back out with your exes. A lot of people assume that that's what I want you guys to do. No. What I want is for you to have the choice. I always had the choice in the end. Every single person that has broken up with me has tried coming back at some point. They tried, hanging out with me. They tried to, see what I was up to, right? And by then I was already dating a new person. You go through this period of wanting her back so bad. And then after a couple of months goes by, you're like, okay, I'm starting to feel better. I don't really need her. The guys who suffer the most are the guys who obsess and watch her social media, and they try to see what she's doing all the time, okay? So I just want you guys to have the choice. I want to put you guys in a position where you can say, nah, or yeah, let's give it a shot. I don't want one single path for you to take. I want you to have choices, right? And that's the most important thing I want you guys to understand about me. I want to present you guys the choices, because telling you what to do is not my job, okay? My job is to make you aware of how you're thinking and where your thinking needs to be adjusted in today's world, with today's women, with today's social narrative. And you can make the decision yourself. Because if you make the decision yourself to continue to go down the path of insanity, where you think things are going to change if you don't change, that's up to you. That is what you do. You draw the line in the sand. You say, look, all right, cool. And I know it's hard. Because the one person that you thought would be with you forever is walking away. But that's not what you guys need to understand. What you need to understand is attraction skills. You guys need to understand how to own your masculinity. You guys need to, once you own your masculinity and you know who you are, you don't even need to you don't even need to be completely aesthetic. You don't even need to have all the money in the world. You just need to just be you. And once you're you in the way that is attractive, an attractive energy, you're going to attract people to you, right? I'm not saying go be you and think things are going to change when you're just a negative piece of shit and you don't work on yourself at all. No, it's not like that, right? You can own your masculinity and only make like 50 grand a month, 50 grand a year, right? So that's nothing wrong with that. See, a lot of people think masculinity is these tangible things. You need to be a certain body fat percentage, or you need to make a certain amount of money. And that's not true. That is society telling you that shit. I think you should make a lot of money because it gives you options. See, my mind, I'm all about options, okay? I think you should make a lot of money, but it doesn't necessarily need to happen. I think you should have a great physique, but that doesn't necessarily need to happen in order for you to own your masculinity. However, what a lot of guys do is they get to a point where they've worked out a lot, they've made a lot of money, it makes them feel better energetically, and then they portray and show that attractive side. See, I just did it the opposite way. I was like, you know what? I'm going to let go of all this bullshit and just be who I want to be and own my masculinity. And yeah, I'm growing and I'm becoming, the guy that I always want to become. And whoever wants to come can come. See, I just flipped it, right? So it really depends. It's your journey, fellas. I don't care. I just want you guys to have the choices. I want you guys to say, yeah, I want you back, or nah, fuck you, right? That's what I want for you. Okay? And that's how you do it. Because eventually you're going to get to a point where she's going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm missing you. And all that shit's going to go. She's going to contact you directly, indirectly, however the fuck. And then you're going to be like, nah, or all right, let's see where it goes. And if you guys do decide, yeah, I want to see where this goes, I want to continue, you guys have to start over. You don't pick up where you left off. You start dating again. You guys reduce it back to 2 or 3 times a week, 1 or 2 times a week, right? Where you guys see each other, you guys take your time not getting to know each other, but, sparking up the positivity again, then all you do is continue to do that every single time. Like Corey Wayne says, hang out, have fun, hook up. And every guy overthinks that whole process all the time. They get attached to the future. Stay in the present. Hang out, have fun, hook up. Work on your purpose, right? If you don't know what your purpose is, create it. Okay? Usually your purpose can be created into something like whatever you're actually good at, go do that more, and then you'll see that your purpose becomes that, right? So hang out, have fun, hook up. Push that aside when she's not around. When she's not around, work on yourself, work on your purpose all the time. That's it. It's that simple. What do I need to work on, Kyle? Books are down below in the comments section if I remember to put it there. Coaching's down below if you guys want to get in, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Done.